Courteney Cox plays an author struggling with writer's block who receives assistance from the other side after she moves into a haunted house in the new horror comedy Shining Vale. The new trailer for the series shows all the escapades following Pat Phelps, Cox, a writer who hasn't produced anything meaningful in 7 years, until she encounters a spirit willing to help her. The all-star show includes Cox, Kinnear as Pat's husband Terr Phelps, and Mira Sorvino as the resident ghost Rosemary. The trailer begins with the family driving towards their new home, with Terry telling his kids, "Hey guys, this move is really gonna be great for us." But his skeptical wife shoots back, "Probably not." The family arrive to their new home in Shining Vale, but the residence is less than welcoming, with a swing set creepily swaying in the front yard and cold temperatures greeting them inside the house. "Really cold in here," Pat tells the woman who appears to be their realtor. "Does the heat work?" Meanwhile, Pat is hoping the change in scenery will inspire her creatively. "I haven't written anything meaningful in 7 years," Pat says. "I've been in a really dark place lately," she continues. "My kids ignore me, Terry's at work, I'm hoping that being out in the country is going to help me find my muse again." However, her editor is losing patience. "If we don't get the first chapter next month, I want the advance back." "No pressure," Pat says. Pat's dog begins to bark, and as she walks through the house to inspect the cause, she discovers the resident ghost Rosemary and lets out a scream. The supernatural discovery raises the concern of her husband, and the two are seen arguing over the issue in a therapy session. "Pat's seeing ghosts," Terry exclaims. "Not ghosts," Pat replies. "One ghost." But Rosemary seems to want to help Pat achieve her writing goals. "And keep it filthy, that's your brand," Pat's editor is seen telling her. Next, Pat is seen tearing apart a wall with an axe. "All of a sudden, I wrote 13 pages. I don't remember writing. I'm good," she tells her husband as a sex scene she had written appeared on screen. But it turns out her writing was a collaborative effort. "Did you write those pages?" Pat asks Rosemary. "We wrote them together," Rosemary replies. "You wrote Suck a Hot DCK?" Pat asks, incredulous. "Suck a Hot DCK? That was all you, darling," she says, before grabbing a bottle of whiskey. "Let's get crazy." Convinced she's either depressed or possessed, turns out the symptoms are exactly the same. She's also the only one who sees the spirit of the person who committed these murders. Rosemary, a 50s housewife who may or may not be trying to take over Pat's body, reads a logline for the show. According to Deadline, "Everyone has their demons, but for Pat Phelps, they may be real." Shining Vale will premiere on Starz on March 6.